So I don't know about you, but I can't wait to hear what happened with Brian and Kelly. Now, if you don't remember them, he didn't want to brag, I guess you could say, but did tell us that he's got money. He's a hard worker. Some people did think it was kind of obnoxious that he brought up his money, but the reason he did was because when it comes to dating, he thinks that his money hurts him. He actually called it a curse. You guys remember that?
Oh, yeah.
He says that, he has a hard time finding like a genuine woman, one that doesn't care, about just his money. So he wanted us to help him find love and not say anything basically about his money. He wanted to see if she would like him for him, which I don't know. I think it's understandable. So Kelly seemed great. We loved Kelly. She's got a good job. She doesn't have really time to go out since she's out a lot for work. She said she has to do a lot of socializing for work. She's in like like hospital administration, she said. So, she kind of feels like she's run out of the single options in her world. So she turned to us for help. She's coming off a broken engagement. You guys remember that. But she didn't dwell on it, though, right? She seemed okay.
Yeah,
she
was
fine.
good.
It was a while ago. So let's do this. Let's bring on Brian. Hey, Brian, can you hear me?
Hey, good morning.
So how did things go with Kelly? Did she pass the test? I'm dying to know.
She was pretty great, actually. This could be a good thing.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's good to hear. So what happened? You didn't tell her about your lifestyle, right? Like that was the plan.
Yeah, no, I didn't mention anything. But, I still wanted to make a good impression. So I ended up taking her to one of my favorite steak restaurants.
Nice.
I figured I could probably get away with it because I made sure to make some jokes about how the radio station was paying for everything. And all
That's true. That is true. I mean, you could have done whatever. Good plan. Yeah, it was all on us.
Thanks, by the way.
Sure.
The dinner, we had a really great time. I mean, we had even better conversation. She seems like a really great woman. She seems like she's got her life together. She has a good job that she really cares about, which is awesome because I love a woman who works. We even had this great moment during dinner when I mentioned that the wine at the table happened to be from my favorite local winery, and somehow it was hers too.
Ooh.
Like, what a small world,
Uh-huh.
She's super sweet. I don't know. I think I'm optimistic. I think that this could be a really great thing. She asked all the right questions. She laughed at my jokes. It was good.
Wait. Did she ask about what you do or anything like that? I mean, you seem to know about her
Yeah, she
job
did.
and stuff. Okay.
She did. I answered honestly, but I kind of kept it vague and generalized.
Okay.
We didn't really get too deep into anything because, it's a first date. So, first date awkwardness.
So just dinner? Like, you didn't do anything else?
No, but we did have dinner for about 3.5 hours.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long one, right? They served all the courses, and we just kept talking. I think it was pretty good for a first date.
I would say so. I mean, that is a long date. You're right. I'm used to some of our dates lasting all night long, actually.
Yeah, no, that's not really what I was going for. I just kind of wanted to get to know her. Mm-hmm. See. I mean, I'm certainly physically attracted to her. She's beautiful.
Aw.
I don't know. We did have a little moment when I said goodbye.
Aw.
Yeah.
So a moment? What does that mean? A moment?
We just shared a nice little innocent kiss. I kept it classy. It was really lighthearted. It was good.
Okay, I love it. So there were definitely some sparks then. Okay, good. All right, well, you hang on. We're going to go talk to her in a few minutes. Then we'll bring you both back on to ask if there's going to be another date, okay?
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All
I
right.
think I already know the answer.
Oh, okay. Well, you hold on. Hold on. Love it.
Sounds good.
Love. If you linger over dinner like that, that means you don't want to stop talking to each other.
Right.
If it's awkward and if there's nothing to talk about, you're like, check, please.
Yeah, no interest.
No
Yeah.
interest. So
No
if
dessert.
you linger like that, I'm smiling. I think that's a good thing.
I'm curious as to how people feel about him now because I think he came off much better today
Absolutely.
than he did on Friday.
You
Absolutely.
have to remember, and people don't remember this, they've never been on the radio before being grilled by us with questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I sometimes think that people, we're not seeing their you know what I mean? We're seeing their nervous, guarded selves.
Right.
When we first get him on. I agree. I think he sounded really good today.
Very good guy. Yeah. I mean, I'm rooting for him. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, some people thought he was obnoxious on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I did not get that at all from him today.
I'm thinking
and
this went well.
I think it did too. I'm cautious, but I think so too. I mean, he did get a kiss, right?
Yeah.
So it couldn't have gone that bad.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, you're right. She wouldn't have stuck around. So,
I don't think so either. So we're going to get her on in a few minutes and hear her side of things. So we're finding out what happened on the blind date that we set up on Friday. Brian and Kelly went out over the weekend. And I mean, I don't think I'm the only one that's going to say this. There definitely seemed to be some chemistry between the two of them. He asked us to keep quiet about the fact that he's got money, so he could more or less test Kelly to see if she liked him for him or just liked his money. It's a problem that he's had in the past with other women, so that's why he wanted to do it a little differently. It sounds like they had a good time, though. Well, according to him, anyway. But, I mean, how much different can her story be? It seemed okay, so let's bring her on. We're going to ask her. Hey, Kelly, are you there? Welcome back.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hey, we are dying to hear how it went with Brian. He seemed to be pretty happy, so tell me everything.
You know what? He is a great catch. I'm thinking about holding on to this one.
I love it. Wow. Okay, so you liked him, huh?
Yeah, I really did, and I really liked the Tesla he drove up in. I didn't realize it was him at first. Like, he parked way in the back of the parking lot for some reason, like almost around the back of the restaurant. But when I checked out who got out of the car, it was him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he met me in the lobby. He was dressed very well. Like, I know brands of clothes, and what he was wearing, it had to cost, I don't know, like $500.
Oh, my God. You're funny. You are so funny. So he was dressed up?
You know, not really. He had a nice button-down shirt and pants on, but everything, like the belt, the shoes, the watch. I mean, wow, he just looked good. He looked really good.
And, like, how was his personality?
Oh, it was so good. And you know what? People in the restaurant, it was like they knew him or something. Like, I caught him trying to downplay it, but a few of the staff members called him by name and really treated us like VIPs. I was very impressed. I was thinking maybe, like, he's a regular there. I don't know, but it's an expensive place. And also, like, I know my wine, and let me tell you, he was picking the best. I'm pretty into him.
Listen to you.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so cute. He really is. He's so charming. And, you know, for a second, I thought, you know, maybe I should even, I don't know, fake being like a little tipsy so he could drive me home in this fancy car. But I'm thinking, you know, he probably does pretty well for himself.
Oh, yeah. Did you ask him what he did for a living?
Yeah, I did actually. And I think he said sales. He didn't really say much else. But I'm pretty sure that he's pretty successful. Like, I just got that vibe. And I'm loving that vibe.
All right, so why don't you hang on? We're going to bring you guys both back on in a second and ask if there's going to be another date, okay?
Oh, my God. Oh, I think you know my answer. That's a big yes. He's so great.
All right, good. You hold on. Oh.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Oh, my God.
You know what? Right before you started, I saw this text, and it said, I'll play devil's advocate and say that someone tipped her off, one of her friends listened and gave her a heads up that he's rich.
Well, but she didn't say that.
No, but I mean...
If she had to be an emoji, I just kept thinking, you know, like even in cartoons, like when they fall in love or love at first sight, they get like hearts where their eyes are. Well, this is like the emoji where there's dollar signs where the eyes are, and the tongue is out with the dollar sign, and it's green, like cha-ching.
But wait, let me try to
Crazy.
defend her. I think you can be impressed by somebody and not be after, quote unquote, after their money.
Right. She
That's
has a good
basically-
job.
Yes.
But
It's not
that's
like she's
basically what she mentioned.
Oh, the only thing she mentioned, she never said like I liked his laugh or
She
his
had a nice-
backstory.
she said he had a nice personality.
We
and a
asked her
nice
about the
Tesla, and a nice watch, and
Yeah, the
pants,
clothing.
button-down shirt, the
Ordered
wine
wine,
selection. I'm sure she
telling
used
you,
words
you-
like
I mean,
sommelier.
You couldn't make this stuff up. You really could. I mean, like,
Unreal.
I mean,
She's the word
Crazy.
VIP.
I think
like
maybe
we were worried that he was just kind of like,
I think he did a good job impressing her.
Right.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
think-
Remember, she
yeah.
doesn't know anything. She's guessing. Well, she's guessing
He
correct.
wasn't trying to impress her in that way, though. He obviously purposely parked in the back of the parking lot so that she wouldn't see.
Do you think he did that on purpose? So she
yes.
wouldn't see the car?
Yeah, but
She noticed
Well,
it.
if he's
Bring her
rich,
to that-
doesn't he have another car that he could have driven?
right? Don't bring
He
her
can
to that
borrow
expensive
mine.
restaurant.
They don't even make it anymore.
He
Crazy.
should have Ubered.
Yeah, he should have. I don't know. Like he dressed all expensive too. Like he could have.
Well,
Like
I
No,
mean,
but
that's
he
his
did.
clothes.
But
No,
remember,
you're
though,
right.
she
He
said
wasn't
he
all
kind of
dressed up.
dressed down. But I guess, if you're him, they're the only clothes you have. I don't know.
Especially if you work in sales, right? Like the majority of my, I'll speak for myself. Like for me, like we have a very casual work environment, so I wear a lot of casual clothes. But if we worked in a business environment and we want to impress, like, don't you think our closet would be filled with like fine suits, watches, accessories, cufflinks? You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
Here's
It's his lifestyle.
here's
He
what I'm
can't
gonna
escape
ask
his
you.
lifestyle.
Right, that's true. I understand what you're saying. But okay, so now what? Do we tell him?
tell him what she said.
Well,
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
It shouldn't
No?
be a bad thing, though. That's him, right? No matter what, it's
It
always
is
going to come
him.
out. He's not going to not have money.
But
Yeah,
he
but he
doesn't
wanted-
want someone that is so impressed with it, I guess.
Well, then he should
I
have
mean-
paupered it up. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he
That's what I was
tried.
Well, yeah,
saying.
he shouldn't have shown up in the Tesla.
Yeah.
Oh, but
No.
what are you going to drive? I think that's his car.
Uber.
yeah, something that's not yours.
I want to know what you think. Should we now fill him in on what these guys are saying? I don't know if we need to. 609-243-WPST, 800-248-9778, or you can text. I say we just leave it alone. I think they got along, though. Forget about all that stuff. I think they had a 3.5-hour dinner. They clearly got along. I don't know. Or you can text 44928. So we're going over our blind date from the weekend. Brian and Kelly are both back telling us about it, and they had fun, which is what kills me about this. So Brian and Kelly went out. Brian had told us on Friday that he would like to have kept his lifestyle kind of under wraps. He has some money. He's a hard worker, and he finds that recently he's had women just after his money, and he wanted to kind of test someone that they were into him. He just wanted someone to like him for him, which is a shame that people are just using him for his money. So we agreed to, I mean, we really don't talk about that stuff anyway, so we just sent them on a blind date, and they had fun. But I think Kelly did kind of catch on to the fact that maybe he's successful. I mean, she doesn't know anything for sure. She caught him parking his Tesla around back, which obviously, like Dave said, I guess he didn't want her to see it.
Yeah, because we all drive them, right?
Yeah.
She didn't know he was successful.
Oh, God.
By the way he dressed, the
I see
watch,
a lot
the
of
shoes.
Teslas on the road. I do.
Yeah, because we're the owners of them.
No. All right, now let's go to the phones because, Emily, you think we should tell him what we think is going on, right?
Yes, I do. I definitely do. He made it pretty clear from the beginning that he was looking for someone not after his money, and she made it clear that she noticed and liked everything about him that showed that he had money. And she even said that she was thinking about getting tipsy just so she could ride in his fancy car. So I definitely think you guys should tell him.
Although
What's wrong with being impressed?
someone
you know what,
mentioned that, it says on text, I agree with Chris. You can be impressed with
Yes.
someone, but it doesn't mean you're a gold digger.
Exactly.
There's a certain vibe and a look that this guy had.
And
that
maybe
said,
she said, but remember,
you
we
know,
have to also remember
he's
that
confident and sexy.
we also have
And
to
rich.
remember that she is successful as well. So
Not-
maybe she wants someone kind of on her own
No, I don't
level.
think she's that successful.
Well, but I mean, she's not successful.
No, but I don't think she has the money that he has.
Okay. All right. Now, Michelle thinks he screwed himself, right, Michelle? Michelle, are you there? Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm here. Good morning.
So you think he screwed himself?
I do, and it's a shame because they both sound very excited.
I know. That's what's
you know,
killing me.
I know it's awful, but the thing is, he sort of. I'm sorry, but if you're going to try to hide that or at least try to downplay it, you downplay it. You don't dress to the nines.
Well,
you
he
don't show
didn't,
them
though.
his fancy car, but the thing is, it sounds like he did. I mean, maybe he wanted to keep enough of his true self to where he wasn't completely deceiving her. But at the same time, he brought her to clearly one of his spots. Everyone knew him by name, and he's decked out. I just feel, I don't know. I feel like if he really wanted, I don't know.
He should have gone and got pizza and bowling. Maybe not the
Yeah,
fanciest thing.
something-
But But
Or,
I mean,
or take her to the park. Take her something
Yeah.
more romantic, more him, about him, not about the fancy dinner, the fancy car, the fancy whatever. Just be him, and take her to a walk through a park where there's
Yeah.
no obvious signs of, oh, here's all the fancy wine, here's all
That's
the
true.
fancy
He should have gotten date advice from Adam.
yeah.
What's my advice?
Well, you would do a cheap date, right?
Why would I do a cheap date?
Cheap
Because you
date.
always say you have
Like
no
he's ready
money.
to throw daggers at
He
you.
always says he has no money.
But if Chris and the crew was paying for it,
Well,
I would
that's
be
the
rich.
thing. That's
Right.
the thing.
Or if
So
Chris and
why?
the crew paid me, it would be a different story.
And he said he even joked about it, like, "Oh, we got their credit card. Let's do this.
Right.
Let's go to the fanciest place in town." So I don't think that would have been a clue.
No, we can't blame him for the restaurant. I think it was
way.
the other clues that she caught on to. Like the Tesla.
Let's go to. But it's his car. What's he supposed to do? Bike it to the place?
Uber. Like Dave said.
Let's go to Denise. Hey, Denise. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm a little bummed right now because.
Yeah, so am I.
Tell me what you think.
Okay, first of all, I think, who is this person? Doesn't she listen to the show? She knew you guys were gonna ask her questions. So I think that she gets the dunce of the year because she should have not sounded so thirsty. Like, I get the fact that she was impressed and everything like that, and that's great. Keep it to yourself. You don't have to. Okay, as soon as she said Tesla, I'm like, oh my gosh, thinking like Adam with the cartoon and the dollar signs everywhere.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be it, but she kept going on. I'm like, oh my gosh. She shoved her foot all the way down her throat.
You know what? It's
love
funny
that.
because it's true. A lot of
Yeah.
people were texting and saying, "Oh, her friends gave her a heads up. They listened to whatever." But that is true. Like, if they did, she wouldn't have come on today and
I
been
agree.
like, she would have played it cool
would've
and
shut
been
up.
like, "Yeah,
I know.
it was all good."
It was fine. We had great
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
You're right. So I don't think she knew. I don't know. Let's go to Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Good morning.
How you doing?
Good. What do you think?
Definitely tell him because all she mentioned was the car, how expensive his clothes were, and she's going to hang on to this one because she sees the dollar signs.
You know, it's funny because I tried to get her to talk about his
Yeah.
personality. So I was
Yeah.
like, I think I even said, like, oh, how was his personality? She's like, it was fine, but the wine that he ordered, I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah.
What are people saying on text?
Most people are saying you tell him. You got to tell him because that's basically his biggest issue with dating is that people are after his money. I will say some people on the other side are saying if that is what she's after, he'll realize it 2 or 3 dates in. So don't tell him. But
I think just that we need to tell him because I was actually just talking to Brian and he said that like a bunch of his friends have been texting him and they must have been listening and they basically told him everything that was going on and it just doesn't sound good.
So now
I'm a
he
little
knows.
nervous. Yeah.
Oh, crap. All right. Well, let's just bring Brian and Kelly back on to find out if they're going to agree to a second date. Hey, guys, Brian and Kelly, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, I'm here. Hi, Brian. How are you?
I'm fine.
All right. Well, you know what happens now when we ask you guys a very important question. Would you like to go on a second date? Anybody want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I would love that.
You'll go out again?
Great time. Brian's a great guy. I would love to do that again.
Okay. Brian?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you think I'm a really great guy, huh? You know what? I'll pass on the second date.
What? You didn't have fun?
I did. It's just not it. Look, I'm sorry. This is just not going to work. Thanks so much for trying, everyone.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Okay, whatever. Can we talk when we get done, please?
Whatever.
Let's just put them on hold.
All right.
that's not a no.
All right, so he found out.
Did say whatever.
Now I feel bad for her
He didn't
because
hang
it's like he showed his money. Now he's mad at her.
Well, a lot of people were saying that
Like,
on
drive your-
Friday, that he was flaunting it. He was saying, "Oh, I have all this money," and like people were saying that it's your own fault that you can't find.
Like, I
someone.
was having
just
fun
trying
in
to tell
games,
us.
like
Ugh.
saying that she was interested in him, and then now he hates her because he's got money. It's like, oh, I got money. Don't like me for my money.
That's what people
Oh.
were saying on Friday.
A lot
That's
of
what they were
people,
saying.
a lot of people on text are saying, "I'll date him."
Exactly.
Oh God!
I'm not after
I
his
bet.
money.
I bet. Make sure they talk though. Maybe they can work this
Okay,
out. Tiff.
all right.
Adam's got him on hold.
I feel really bad for him.
I do feel bad for them. I think they had a really good time.
I feel bad for her.
Ugh.